What's up? We've got another ZVT today between this man, the Orange Zerg player, UFC fighter Kevin Lee, up against the Red Terran B breed. The B stands for bum. I just found that out recently. I thought it was just a stylistic choice, but no, it actually stands for something. I don't know why he decided to call himself a bum breed, but that's what it means. Spread the word, tell your friends. And worth noting that Kevin Lee has an extra N as well as an extra E in his name. I am not aware of any significance in those two letters, but maybe they stand for something as well. This game gonna be contested on Hardwire LE. Now, the last time these guys fought, it was a pretty one-sided ordeal in favor of this man here, the Red Terran B breed. He has been favoring his battle cruiser openings as of late. I do expect we'll see that again as he's going for a double gas, getting his factory all ready, even delaying his orbital just to get that factory up a little bit sooner. And Mr. Kevin Lee just gonna be doing a pretty standard build. He doesn't really go for early pools anymore, but he does frequently follow up his hatchery with some kind of rush. So we do see him continuing to mine gas. In fact, going for a second gas. That's a little wild. Second gas on only 21 drones. And he has enough gas to throw down a baneling nest, but I'm not seeing that, at least just yet. So I am curious as to what this extra gas is for. It's going to be a layer for now. Very early layer. Interesting choice here from Kevin. He sends two lings over to try to see what they can see. Not going to be a whole lot. Cute little attempt there from Kevin to pull back that weakened Zergling, but B-breed a little too solid for that. Ends up getting both Zerglings for free. And this is a weird rally. What's going on here? These two SCVs were doing something they shouldn't have been doing, hiding behind that supply depot there. And we've got that starport with the fusion core on the way. And that means battle cruisers are inevitable. However, Kevin already got a spore in each mineral line. But look at this economy from Kevin. This is so awkward. Only 33 drones, but he's mining off 4 gases already. This mineral line barren, practically. He's going for a very early spire on 2 bases. No third in sight. And by the time this finishes, he should have enough gas for about, I don't know, 9 or so mutas, I would say. But will he have enough minerals? That's the question. He doesn't really have too many drones on minerals. Actually, he has sent some drones onto those, so pretty saturated now. And B-breed does have his battlecruiser on the way. Kevin does get the scout with his overseer. And is he gonna get away? Looks like, oh, just barely. Yes, gonna get away. Spire is done. 9 mutas. Wait. It's gonna be Corruptors. Okay. I mean, Corruptors is the natural counter to battle cruisers. So I do respect that decision. However, that's gonna limit Kevin's offensive capabilities. In comes the battlecruiser. Gonna find a little bit of damage, but the Corruptors are gonna spawn momentarily, and that should put an end to this battlecruiser. Keep in mind it warped in, so it will not be able to warp out. And down it goes in a ball of fire. And what is Kevin really going to be able to do with these Corruptors, though? Yeah, they have that caustic spray ability, so he could potentially use those to melt some buildings. However, the follow-up is inbound from Bumbreed, and it's going to be a a Marine tank attack, and Kevin doesn't have a whole lot. A couple Zerglings here, 12 more on the way. Corruptor's gonna be virtually useless in this fight. And creep spread, non-existent. B-Breed getting very bold with that siege up. Gonna work out for him though. And here come the Marines. Lings streaming to try to defend, not even... Okay, they do get that one tank. I think this tank did more damage than the Lings, but Kevin doesn't have a whole lot remaining. Some additional Lings trying to run in. No, pulls back. Another tank going very deep, sieging up on the edge of creep there, and Lings cannot reasonably fight this, and I don't think Kevin has what it takes to hold this off. There's no Banelings. He's got so much money, but doesn't know what to do. Gonna try to run in with Lings again. Gets that forward tank, but this tank in the back worth its weight in gold. Marines going into the natural. Gonna back up to the safety of the tank and the medevac. Corruptors could go for this medevac. That is their one utility in this fight. And both players not really macroing too great. Reinforcements not really helping. And so Kevin gonna hold for now. B-Breed 1,500 minerals in the bank, and similarly Kevin with 1,600, 1,700. So he has the potential to pop out 17 mutas, maybe? But doesn't quite have the larva. Third base, not really being used currently. And B-Breed continuing the pressure now, rallying some more units across. He needs to throw down maybe another base, get some more production facilities, because he's got so much money right now. Another scan going down to see if B-Breed can take this fight, and he likes what he sees. He's going to stem in. He's going to go deep with his tanks, sieging up right on creep. Oh, some mutas spawning right on top of Marines. That is unfortunate. And muta's not really going to help out a whole lot against Marines. Natural base goes down. 8 drones go down. Marines venturing up into the main base of the Zerg. Some Banelings have spawned, but not gonna find any connections on the juicy Marines. And B-Breed with a very devastating position here in between the bases of the Zerg. Gonna get those siege tanks, but the third gonna be forfeit as well. Now we're down to a 1-base Zerg. That's never gonna go well. Muta's trying to take the fight, gonna go down. Corruptors get a medevac, but that's about all they can do. Queen dies off creep there. And this is gonna be the end here. Not really anything else that a 1-base Zerg on 22 drones can really hope to do against a 3-base Terran. And it is just a matter of time before we see a GG. Kevin, with his warrior spirit, gonna try his best, but not really gonna be able to accomplish much. And we're just gonna watch the slow and painful decline of UFC fighter Kevin Lee. He did get that awful head tattoo of a samurai helmet, so definitely showing some of that Bushido spirit, fighting till the bitter end. But make no mistake, folks, this is absolutely the end. Second base not even gonna get a chance to get up. Down it goes. Kevin trying to get Mutalisk up, and he's gonna find one tank. But Muta's not the ideal unit against Marines. Gonna find another tank. But B-Breed could just stim in there. I don't know what he's waiting for. And alright, in he goes. And are we gonna finally see the GG? All the mutas go down, and there we go. GG gets called. B-Breed gonna take game number 1. Welcome back. This is game number 2 between UFC fighter Kevin Lee and B-Breed. So B-Breed, with a pretty straightforward game number 1, went for the battle cruiser opening, and despite it getting a whole lot of nothing, I think he got like 2 drones or something, he was able to follow it up with a Marine tank push, and it was enough to break the back of our orange Zerg player, who is changing things up in game number 2, going for a gas first. Should be throwing down a spawning pool shortly. There we go. So it's gonna be some sort of Ling pressure. It's not a super early pool by any means. I think it was 16. So it's just going to be some light pressure, and B-Breed's not going for that low ground wall that he does sometimes. And that's going to benefit him. But he will need a couple units behind this wall. Is Kevin gonna follow up with a Baneling nest? Looks like the chances are high, as he is continuing to mine gas. No natural base in sight. B-Breed going for that double gas opening once again, getting the factory. Going for an earlier orbital this time, not delaying that. Gonna see this Overlord poke in. Gonna take some hits from the Marine, but should be able to get away no problem. Not sure where he's going. maybe this spot. Usually you would keep it here, but that's fine. And we do see the Baneling nest coming up out of Kevin. And is he gonna be able to hit this Baneling bust before a siege tank is ready? The tech lab is on the way. And no scouting out of B-Breed, doesn't know what's going on the Zerg side of things, so he could be in a bit of trouble. His siege tank about 30-ish seconds away. So in all likelihood this Baneling bust is gonna hit. Is B-Breed gonna spot this? He spots the Lings now, so what is the reaction gonna be? He needs to double up this wall. Now siege tank is gonna complete, needs to siege that up immediately. B-Breed! He does siege it up, but not in time to save the wall. Oh, wasting some Banelings on that siege tank. That would have been helpful in this fight here up against these SCVs. B-Breed desperately trying to re-wall. He does get that one supply depot. Not able to get the second one. Doesn't have the money right now. And yes, he does get it, but nothing behind this wall. Oh no. And he is supply blocked as well. This Marine cannot get up. Oh, he's losing so many SCVs here. But as long as he doesn't die, I think he'll be okay. That's going to be the hard part, however. And GG gets called. Kevin Lee gonna take game number 2. Welcome back, folks. This is game number 3 between the Orange Zerg. Taking game number 2 with a Baneling bust, it is Kevin Lee. And his red Terran opponent almost held that last game. It is B-Breed. I do think that was very close, closer than it might have looked. I think if he sieged up that tank just a little bit earlier, might have gotten a juicier shot onto the Banelings, might have been able to prevent the bust. Who knows? And then I think by the time he spotted that, should have canceled the fusion core, go for the defense. In any case, game number 3 gonna be played on Glittering Asses. This is a fairly large map. Kevin gonna go back to the hatchery first. B-Breed still going for the double gas opening. And let's take a look at these minerals on the conveyor belt. Not moving the same speed as the conveyor belt. Very strange physics here. I don't know what galaxy or universe this takes place in, but they don't follow the same laws of physics as we do. Not quite moving at the same speed. So what exactly is moving them? We may never know. B-Breed going for the factory once again. Kevin got his speed on his way. Still mining gas as he usually do. Are we gonna see another fast layer, or are we gonna see Baneling Nest for another bust? Are we gonna see Roach Warren? This Overlord just hanging out over here, not really sure why this location. It's got a perfectly safe spot here right above this vent. Looks like it would be quite comfortable. Nice little warm air flowing up your Overlord belly there. But not gonna go there. Just gonna hang out here instead. Couple lings run in, gonna nibble at this supply depot, get it down to 340 health. Gonna get away with both Zerglings. Marines were snoozing, allowing the supply depot to get down. And here we see another starport. Where is the fusion core? Oh, there it is. It's very close to the starport, forcing it to lift to create that tech lab. Not the end of the world, as the fusion core does take a bit of time. And we do see Kevin going for additional gases and the layer. 3 and 4 on the way as well, so gonna be some kind of layer play. I would put my money on a Spire, however, Kevin does go for weird Nidus stuff sometimes. Additional queen on the way. It's gonna put him up to 4. Kevin's not usually the one to really spread creep, but he is doing so this game. Are we gonna see maybe a queen Nidus? That would be neat, but we don't really need this much gas for that, so I doubt it. Layer is complete, so what's it gonna be, Kevin? Spire indeed, as well as a Baneling Nest. Okay. And we do see the battle cruiser on the way from the Terran player, about halfway done now. Second command center being built in the main base, just for a little bit of extra security. We've got a tank here, second tank just chilling. Second barracks on the way as well. And no spores, so gonna be a bit of a rough defense as the battle cruiser comes out. It's gonna warp in. Here we go. Bloop, into the main base. Now, Kevin does have enough queens, I believe. 6 of them. They do need to be gathered. They do waddle their way into the main. Transfusions okay so far. Gonna keep that one queen alive. Gonna chase this battle cruiser away. Base is not quite connected, so queen's gonna be a little bit slow there. Gonna get a few more drones with this battle cruiser. And looks like it's gonna make its way out now. 8 mutas on the way. Muta's not the best against battle cruisers. However, battle cruiser at red health should be able to get away from the queens, but the mutas have spawned. They could chase if they wanted to. Oh no! That's a free battle cruiser. Well, not quite free, because 8 drones have gone down. No casualties on the side of the Terran just yet. And here come the mutas. Are they going to be able to catch this battle cruiser? Oh no, the battle cruiser getting a little too brave. Gonna go down there. 2 SCVs as well. Or was it 3? I guess it was 3. Muta's going to make their way into the main base, going to be greeted by a few Marines. And we're just going to try to find some damage, do get a few SCVs, that is excellent. And going into the natural, going to get all of the SCVs there. So Kevin, despite losing about 8 drones to the battlecruiser, has more than made up for it now. As we do see 11 SCVs, 2 Marines, and of course that battlecruiser have fallen on the side of the Terran. So things looking pretty good for Kevin right now. 45 drones to only 17 SCVs. Holy moly. 10 Overlords in production. A few of them just popped. 4 more on the way. And B-Breed kind of all in right now, going for this Marine tank attack, but not enough Marines. Gonna lose all his tanks. How did Kevin get this many mutas up? Holy moly. And these mutas can just fight Marines head on. And that's what they're gonna do. Gonna get all of them. Gonna get these tanks. Gonna get all the reinforcing Marines as well. And B-Breed looking pretty dead right now. Only on 18 SCVs. How did this happen? 134 supply for the Zerg player, only 41 for the Terran. And in come the Lings, mutas as well. I feel like the mutas by themselves could end the game, and it looks like that's what they're gonna do. Another battlecruiser shows up, but not gonna be enough. GG gets called. Kevin Lee takes game number 3. Welcome back! This is game number 4 between the Orange Zerg. Currently up 2 games to 1. It is Kevin Lee up against the Red Terran B-Breed. Pretty disastrous game there for B-Breed. I mean, his initial battlecruiser did get some good damage, but then the mutas just completely took over. And here we are, game number 4 on Blackburn. One of the older maps in the map pool. Also one of the weirder ones, as it is symmetrical along the vertical axis. We've got these gold bases here. We've got slow zones, we've got rocks. This map has it all. B-Breed, undeterred by last game, still gonna go for his double refinery opening. And Kevin gonna go for a hatchery first once again. So I do expect battle cruisers once again from B-Breed. From Kevin, we could see anything. This man can do it all. Macro is a little bit questionable, but he does do it sometimes. Doesn't go for like massive drone counts or anything, but he can pull it off if he sets his mind to it. Not too much going going on in this map. No conveyor belts, no little critters or robots or anything. Kind of boring, not too much stuff here. No experimentations going on. All we've got is gold base, some Terran aircrafts here, I guess. It looks like this is actually a space station, as we do see like a planet over there. Do see Kevin going for double gas of his own. B-Breed going for a early command center in the main. That's going to be part of the wall. Does have to be careful of this reactor though. I think if Kevin were to bust like right here in the middle, he could get all three of these buildings. But I don't think we're going to see a Baneling bust, as Kevin going for the layer once again. B-Breed does have his first siege tank out, going up to 3 barracks, and in fact no starport on the way just yet. Lots of gas in the bank for B-Breed. Over 500 right now, and we do see the starport now, so just a little bit delayed. And Kevin, what is you doing, Kevin? As he throws down gases 3 and 4. Are we gonna see another Spire build? That is his favorite. Gonna be putting down a Baneling nest. The layer now gonna complete, and what's it gonna be? Any layer tech? I mean, I hope you get some layer tech if you go for a layer. Kind of going for an overseer to do some scouter, and that's gonna help to spot this starport. However, it's not a battle cruiser opening. No fusion core on the way. B-Breed's just gonna take his natural base. Kevin gonna go for that gold. A little bit risky, as Terran could siege up behind here, and it's very difficult to engage as a Zerg. We'll see if that pays off for him, and still no layer tech on the way aside from this Baneling speed. A lot of money in the bank for Kevin. Don't really need this much gas if you're just going Ling Bane. Worker count's gonna be favoring Kevin though, 44 to 30. And that's a good sign as a Zerg. B-Breed looking like just going for a Marine tank, and actually going for some Widow Mines as well. Usually it's either Widow Mines or tanks. B-Breed gonna get both. And it's a little awkward to control, at least in my opinion. My non-Terran playing opinion. And we're gonna see him move out. Is he gonna go for an attack, or is he just posturing? This Overlord gonna be able to spot this. And likewise, B-Breed should see that Overlord as well. Not gonna waste his time going for it. Gonna go for the push here. Kevin has a lot of Banelings spawning right now. Some Zerglings on the way. Needs to transfer some drones here. It's always a good idea to just transfer 12 to the gold. But he's got other things to worry about right now. Oh, huge Widowmine shot there onto the bulk of the Banelings. B-Breed kiting super far back. Gonna get all of those. And Where are the Zerg units? What? Is Kevin just dead now? I think he's just dead now. Hold on. Gonna try to morph in some Banelings. Those are gonna take a while. Can B-Breed close this out before then? He is deep on creep, not really clearing those out. But he goes up to the natural. The Banelings do finish, but ooh! Big Widowmine shots there, taking out both Terran and Zerg alike. And not enough Marines here for B-Breed. So he's kind of just sitting here, twiddling his thumbs, uses his scan on the gold base, so not going to clear up this creep. It's a bit of an error, I think, because this gives Kevin all the vision. Kevin sees exactly what he has, and he can pick his fights. We take a look at the vision of, whoops, the Zerg player. What is he looking at? Yeah, see, he has his vision. He can choose exactly when he wants to engage. Gotta be careful. There are still Widowmines. Loses that queen there. Oh no. Spire is complete, but he has not enough minerals. And B-Breed, his macro was slipping over there, but now finally rallying a lot more stuff over. I don't know if his rally were just set at home, but now all this Terran stuff is here, and it's going to be a tall order for Kevin to defend. He runs out with all his Banes and Lings, does clean up the frontal force. However, this gold base is going to go down, maybe? And B-Breed still not clearing up this creep. Again, Kevin has full vision of all of this. He sees all this Terran, takes a nice Widowmine shot there, and down goes that gold. Never really got to mine off of it. And things are still looking pretty grim for the Zerg player, who is now down on workers, 43 to 44. These Lings could potentially clean this up, but where is the Overseers? There they are. Not really helping here though. And oh, another Widowmine shot there. What is this Overseer army? Why do you have this many Overseers? I mean, I guess they help bait out the shots, which is helpful, but that's a lot of gas and minerals to have spent on that. These Widowmines doing so much damage. Liberator sieged up in range of this queen, so queen gonna take that out. This is such a weird game. I mean, what? What is with all these Overseers? And it looks like it's just mass Marines, mines, and medevacs for the Terran player, and I think that's gonna be enough to do the trick. Doesn't look like these Widowmines have that tunneling claws ability. Or what is it called? Is it tunneling claws? I think tunneling claws is for roaches, right? What's the one for Widowmines? I don't know, but they don't burrow as fast as they potentially could. B-Breed drops another scan, sees all the Banelings of Kevin, which he uses a few of to clean up the Widowmines, but that's not really enough. And Kevin down about 60 supply right now. Upgrades pretty even, both players sitting on 1-1. B-Breed working on his 2-2. Kevin runs in with some Lings and Banes, but not gonna be able to find the cleanup he is looking for. He regroups in the natural, but his resources are running low. This Spire has never been utilized. And another Liberator gonna be sieging up. Kevin running in, trying to clean up once again. Gets some of the Marines and mines, but unable to clean it all up. B-Breed getting deep, trying to burrow into the natural. Not sure that's gonna work out, but does it matter? He is sitting on 3 bases. Drops another scan here in the natural. I really think he would benefit from dropping a scan here to clean up this creep. Kevin has full vision still. Not that it matters because it is 59 to 127 supply. B-Breed can do this all day. His third base is happily mining, and Kevin knows about this as well. Kevin going in once again, getting a partial cleanup on that frontal force, but he is on a timer. And look at all this gas from Kevin. Oh my goodness, 3,200 there. Can't really spend it on anything, and time is running out for the Zerg player. And the Terran on 2-2. Oh, these Whittle mines. Oh my goodness, how many? 26 on that one. 12, 19, 12. Oh my god. And now B-Breed has established the offensive on the Zerg natural base. And LOL, GG. B-Breed gonna tie things up 2-2.